Hey everyone, welcome back to my Advanced Tactics Gold series versus AI++. And in this series, I have not taken my turn yet. Usually I film this series after I've taken my turn, but I don't. Oh, and it's been 2 turns since my last series. You can see it's April now. So what went on the last 2 turns here? Well, I was able to, last turn I was able to, I think I got hit with an attack from the AI down here. Was it there? I think I actually got knocked out of this hex last turn by the AI, and then I counterattacked and I took it back, and then I gained control of these 2 hexes right here, which I believe I did not have control of in my last, when I filmed my last episode. So I've kind of cinched this up now. I got control of the mountains here and here. My biggest problem area right now, I think, is going to be down here. The AI, as you can see, has moved into this hex in force. It's probably a mistake for me not to occupy that. I was contemplating occupying it, and I never did. The one plus side is that you can see the stream actually does cut down here, so it makes it difficult for him to attack down here. But what he's been doing is he's been attacking through here where he gets no penalty with assistance of usually armor units coming across the river over here. So I've had to beef this guy up a lot, and I think I've even had to rotate out some units there to keep them a little stronger. I've had to start doing the same thing up here now too, actually. I need to do it again this turn. Last turn I rotated out the infantry, these guys right here, these infantry models. I rotated them out because they'd gotten so badly battered between the attack and all the artillery strikes. I moved them out, and I actually moved them down here, and I took the 2 fresh units that were here and moved them into there. And I believe I'm going to be doing that again this round, except I'm going to pull one of my units, I think, from over here, one of my fresh units, probably this 91. But it's just what I have to do to keep these guys, because it's important. And you can see my machine gunners are all gone. They've gotten completely destroyed now. But in order to keep these riflemen, these infantry type units, strong enough to withstand that attack, well, to just hold the line enough for these guys to do their work. They have to be fresher. I have to keep these guys as fresh as I can. And that's what's worried me all along about all the artillery he's been hitting it with. And I have been taking out a lot of that artillery with my Divebombers. And actually, and that's the reason actually I wanted to go ahead and actually play my turn on camera this time, and hopefully I'm going to keep my videos still down to not much more than 10 minutes to do it, because I don't really plan a lot of attacks. Mostly I'm holding a defense right now. I do intend on purchasing this round. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do it now so I don't accidentally spend a PP there that I don't want to spend. This is to progress my way forward into building the tank model that I want to do. I've done some research here looking at it, and I know if I upgrade this tank before I make my tank model, I'm going to get a better tank model out of it. So I'm going to upgrade to 2, and 2 automatically gives me a 25% increase in hit points, 25% attack versus tank. And to go up to 3 is actually a considerable investment. Where's light tank 3 at? Maybe it's down here further. Tank combat. I probably just went right by it. Here we go. Light tank 3. 174 BPs to get light tank 3. And it gives me no additional attack versus tank. Just a little bit more movement and 25% more hit points. Well, I can achieve more if I go, this is what I was thinking, if I go into light tank 2, I'll get that 25%. And through my tank model, I believe, because I'm actually going to sacrifice when I make my model some movement to get increased hit points. So I believe I can get more than an additional 25% hit points by creating a tank model, and I'll I'll have increased attack. See, because going to level 3 doesn't even increase my versus tank attack, and I believe I can get that to increase too with my tank model. So it's going to be a little bit of an investment. This is just an investment I would have to make anyway to improve my tanks. So I'm not really considering that. But what I'll need to do is I'll need to come down here and I'll need to invest money, or excuse me, PPs into tank combat. Might even take that to level 2. It's probably going to be a couple more turns to actually achieve getting my tank model. I may invest a little in mobility too, because I'm planning on, once I get the model, I'm going to sacrifice movement for increased hit points. I want this to be like a little tank killer, a little mobile tank killer, and I want it to be really tough. And I wonder how that would compare to, well, see, I'd have to research medium tank to get into an assault gun, because that's kind of a little tank killer too. I mean, assault guns are not good for attack though. I need something that's going to be good for attack and defense. Yeah, I think the tank model is really the way to go. I don't want to go into medium tanks, because if I go into medium tanks, the AI is going to go into medium tanks, and I know he will. And right now he's sticking to light tanks. So what I want to do is I want to produce a light tank that fights like a medium tank and is the most powerful light tank on the map. I want to gain actually an advantage over the AI in armor with this tank model. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, where'd it go? There we go. I'm going to go ahead and get that now before I accidentally spend one of the PPs on something and it'll put me behind another turn. And then I will adjust my production at the end of the turn. I'll do that off camera. I want to see what kind of losses I take and see how many losses I have taken, what kind of reinforcements they take. It takes me a while to figure that out. So I'm going to do that off camera, but I'm going to go ahead and do my attacks. But while I'm thinking about it, I want to go ahead and rotate these guys out again. And see, one of them I know, yeah, one of them can make it up here. So I'm going to move him up here. And then I'm going to take this strong unit and move him back over here to replace him. Then I'll take the other infantry unit, which he didn't have enough action points, as I recall, to make it up here yet. So I'm going to put him here, and I'll take this unit and I'll move him there to replace him. And that gives me some fresh infantry there. I know there's not much entrenchment, but the guys I just moved out didn't have much either, because he's pounding it with artillery and attacking it every turn. I just can't build up any entrenchment here. The AT guns have been here for a while now. As you can see, they're building up a considerable amount of experience. My best AT gun unit, I think, is actually up 90 somewhere. I can't remember where it was. I think it was one of the ones down here somewhere. I have one that's actually up to 90 experience. He killed so many of the enemy's light armor. Okay, so I'm going to do some artillery attacks here. Oh, for my Divebomber units, I've got 2 now. And, you know, I actually haven't been using as much oil as I thought. And I think it's because they're not going very far in their attacks. So I'm still pretty good there. I haven't really needed to invest in there yet to maintain these. I'm going to build, the next round, I'm going to build another air base here, because and I'm going to build another full stack unit of 10 Divebombers here. I'm going to have 3, working my way to 3 full stack units. That way I can just continue to destroy massive amounts of armor. And the whole reason I'm filming this before combat, because I want you to see just how many of these things these guys are able to kill. It's incredible how efficient these large stacks of Divebombers become, and I'm sure the experience has a lot to do with that. Watch this. Watch how many. Look at all the artillery dying. Just tons of artillery. Yeah, I took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 artillery pieces there. Most of them were heavy artillery. You know, it actually looked like, my intelligence thought, it looked like there was actually more artillery there than what I just saw. That's alright. That means less artillery pounding me here. I considered taking this one out, but I opted for this one instead, because look at the size of the stack here. This is one big stack of units. Also, this is a point, a strong point with the enemy where he has been launching attacks in all different directions from here. So weakening this, I think, would help to strengthen my line down here, because I haven't seen him launching attacks from here at all. But here, yes. So I want to weaken this down a little bit. In fact, I think I'll hit it with artillery and a bomber. So let's go ahead and hit it with these artillery right here. There we go. Oh wow, look at that. I took out an armored car with that artillery. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, they did quite a bit of damage there. That was good. Part of it is because he's so overstacked. It's just making it much easier for me to score kills. Let's do our other dive bomber attack. Whoa, look at that, look at that. Look at all them kills. Oh my gosh, look at that. Can you believe that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 armor, or 11 artillery, and look at all that armor in there. That one's a light tank. Mostly armored cars, yeah. And these guys are all severely weakened. Let's look at the. Whoops, that's not what I want. Yeah, let's see. Standard light tanks. Yeah, we lost 1 light tank, 14 armored cars, 8 artillery 2s. We lost some infantry gun, anti-tank guns, 3 heavy artillery pieces, 489 power points. Attack destroyed. That's just amazing. Yeah. Didn't bring down the readiness a whole lot though. Probably because there's a lot of armor in there, and it's hard to bring out readiness of armor with air attacks. Yeah. Excellent. Alright. So that's going to reduce the effectiveness of this guy a lot. He's also been using a lot of these artillery here, I notice, for artillery strikes on my positions. So, I mean, he's got artillery everywhere. He's got some back here. I mean, it is everywhere as it is, but I'm just trying to pick out some of the really big stacks, some of the more annoying ones. I've gotten this one beat down pretty good. I might actually hit this stack next turn. Probably hit this again, because this has just become a real target-rich environment here. Let's see, we want to do, I got to do my artillery strike up here. This is important. I got to try and keep the readiness down on these guys. Ooh, I killed an infantry gun. My main purpose for hitting this stack every round is to try and keep the readiness down on the infantry type units, to hopefully make it more difficult for him to succeed in this in an attack here. Which, you know, he does not attack with all this. The AI does seem cognizant of stacking when it comes to his attacks. He'll probably only pick out a couple of these units to actually launch his attack with, and that's all he does. Is there anything else to be done up here? I don't think there is. I think that's because I'm not attacking anything except for with the artillery and air. So let's move our focus down here to the south. I may go after this at some point. I don't think I'm going to this round. And I may go after that too. I haven't entirely made up my mind on that yet. I do need to get this artillery closer to the front though, so they can. And most of them are not mobile enough yet. I've got horses starting to come in and make them more mobile, but I lose a lot of action points when I move them up, and they can't do a lot of bombardment because of that. I know I want to move one here. Almost thinking it would be, the ideal situation would be to have 2 down here, 2 right here. They need to be advanced so they can start bombarding. So they're not going to have a lot of action points when bombarding this round, but we're going to go ahead and use what they do have. That guy couldn't even, he didn't even have enough action points to attack the one, so I can only bombard with 1 unit. We got 5 rounds of bombardment out of it. What's he gonna get? Only one of his are gonna be able to bombard 2. We're gonna hit this guy because this is my problem hex. It keeps coming, and these guys are attacking without all the penalties that the armor is. So I'm gonna, and it's mostly infantry, so I'm gonna bombard that. What little I can, what little bombardment I can do. Okay. And that's about all I'm going to do down there. Yeah. So, wow, this video is getting long. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. I'm going to go ahead and tweak my production around and really look at it and see if maybe I can squeeze a few more PPs out of it too without hurting myself. And then we'll catch you in the next episode. Possibility it might be 2 turns down the road again. Like I said, there's not as much action going on right now. But yeah, I may do an episode for the next round, for the next turn. We'll just have to see how it goes, see how exciting it looks. Maybe the AI will do a massive counterattack on me and give me a reason to want to film it. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll catch you in the next episode.